Hey buddies, welcome to, wow, that's a, oh, I think I know what's going on there. Welcome to the Nintendo Direct thinger.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. I'm gonna fix just this background thingy. There we go. So, Nintendo, they've, all that we know about it is that they've promised no NX news.
And no mobile news.
No mobile news.
Yeah.
I didn't even
That's all we
know
know.
that we missed a Pokemon Direct. I'm sure everybody really wanted to see us watch the Pokemon Direct.
Oh, that would have been
We're such huge
so
Pokemon
not
fans.
exciting for you guys. This is my new sweater and I love it. And I only ever want to wear this.
There we go.
Wasn't much really.
Yeah. Not even entertaining for...
It was like 6 minutes.
Oh,
But it
what?
was like its 20-year anniversary. Like
Seriously?
probably
6-minute
minutes
Direct?
Was it 6? What? Pokemon was only 5 minutes.
They went live with it? What? 5 minutes?
Only title, no other information than that. And then announced 2 other games.
Oh, yeah?
And Pokemon games for 3DS.
Oh, okay.
Sun and Moon.
I'm just here for the butts.
Yeah.
I want to just play some baseball games.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, I mean, it's completely possible. Doesn't Nintendo have something in the pipe for baseball? They tend to have something. We still haven't played. We got to play Rusties. We do. We have to play Rusties.
Deacon's like, he knows what he's doing in that game.
Has he played it a lot?
Oh, yeah.
He plays Rusties.
Or like whenever we're going somewhere and he's playing his 3DS, ask
It's
him what
always
he's playing,
Rusty's
and it's
baseball.
Rusty. I don't know if it's good, but...
Is Mario Baseball a new Mario Baseball coming? I forgot.
They have Mario Baseball, but unlocking the characters is a pain. Apparently that game is amazingly awkward.
Well, you could tell from the thing that it was going to be awkward.
Yeah, Rusty
You could tell
is
from the
creepy,
preview.
though.
He looked creepy. We could tell from like moment one that
Aw.
that dog was up to no good.
Just joking with Mario Baseball.
Oh. There was that other
had
game
Mario
back
Baseball
in the
like
day
forever ago.
that I think was Konami that had like little chibi type characters with big eyes. Does anybody remember that? Like, and I think they're coming out with a new iteration for mobile for it. They have like floating heads and floating hands. They're kind of like Mii's. I forget what it was called. It was on like the Wii. Or something like that. I don't know. If I was to play a baseball game besides like playing as the Blue Jays through, I would play that other game. What was it?
Yeah, Super
Sluggers?
Sluggers? Is that what it was called? It was quite good.
So, predictions. What's going on today? No predictions. What can I guess? There's nothing to guess. They'll show Star Fox. They'll show... I think the big one everybody's going to wonder is, will there be a Zelda update? Will there be like some progress?
Because there hasn't been.
What was the last news that we had on...
Paper Mario Wii U, probably.
What was the last news that we had on Zelda? What do we know about it? When's it... I can't remember. Everything's so muddled in my head about Zelda that I just stopped caring.
Yeah.
They changed their mind so many times. Zelda for 2016. Okay. We'll keep thinking that. We'll keep hoping that.
Holiday 2016.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Well, my prediction is if you're going to see Zelda 2016, then you'll see NX 2016.
And they're not talking about NX in this, so they won't be talking about Zelda.
They might talk about Zelda, but that doesn't mean they don't have to talk about NX.
Oh, I guess.
But my assumption is that this cross-platform Zelda, which did they confirm or deny that it's going to be on NX? Yeah, they did by accident at E3. The creator, was it the Zelda guy? I keep forgetting his name. That said that it would be on NX by accident.
Yeah.
And he basically confirmed it to like a couple journalists before they could stop him. It's already been basically confirmed. I'm just wondering who it was. The Zelda, yeah, the Zelda guy, Link. Yeah, Link. Yeah, what's his name?
It was
Just Google
that guy.
it.
That guy.
Maybe. Just Google it, guys. He leaked it last E3. It was like, just look up Zelda confirmed NX and something like that. It wasn't a rumor. It was from
That's who it is. That's double.
It was from the mouth of a developer, and then Nintendo like tried to go back on it, but it was like, why would he have said what he said?
Aonuma. Probably butchered it. Sorry, dude.
I remember it was like, but it got lost in all the other E3 stuff. I mean, like people did pay attention, but
And it wasn't in English, was it?
yeah, I forget. I don't know. I just remember that news.
Yeah.
But not caring that much, because, like, I don't know. Nintendo, figure shit out, and then maybe I'll care. Like, yeah, Wii U sold poorly.
I still really like my Wii U. I used it today for my workout.
It had potential. It has some fun games on it.
Yeah.
But it was poorly supported, like so much of Nintendo's platforms lately, especially by third parties, because Nintendo has, from what I've heard, made a kind of a crappy ecosystem for third parties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has good games, but I can move on. Me too.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much. Like, right now, the big winner, it continues to be Sony.
Yeah.
So many people have a
like
PlayStation 4. And they've got so many indies. Like, I would, they don't have all of them, but that could be a bit of quality control too, because like they obviously don't have as many indies as Steam, but Steam has a lot of junk on it.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough about Sony. As far as the Wii U goes, everybody's like wondered like why it did so poorly, and I think the biggest thing was the lack of marketing, and Iwata took responsibility for that it wasn't marketed well out of the gate, and you could see it because like nobody in our family knew about it. It wasn't on TV.
Oh my God,
there was no ads anywhere. Nobody knew about this thing.
It's crazy because I was like, man, they had tons of marketing, but they didn't.
If you were us,
if
you went around watching E3 videos,
we had searched it out. My family, you bringing that up reminded me how much they have no idea what the Wii U is all about. Like my sister went to get a new system recently, or like.
And had no knowledge.
She was going to get a Wii, and I was like...
Yeah, because a lot of people still, honestly guys, a lot of people still think that the Wii U is like just an addition to the Wiis. And they go into the store and they're like, maybe I'll upgrade to the Wii U later. I'll get the Wii right now.
One of my friends last week asked me if what the Wii U was. They thought it was an expansion to the Wii. Yes.
Yeah, sometimes I think we as huge video game fans can really underestimate how little and it's not their fault, how little just the everyday person who likes to play a video game every so often, likes to see a video game system underneath their TV, but doesn't like make or break their life or like, their entertainment in their day-to-day life. And so it's just, meanwhile you have like the dialogue on TV was like constantly talking about like PlayStation versus Xbox, and are you gonna get this or that? And so everybody knew about that. Jimmy Fallon's talking about it. Conan's talking about it.
Yeah. I'm still.
Hi everyone.
I love
Bill
Nintendo.
Trinan here from Nintendo to deliver some new information
He's
about
back.
upcoming games.
Or is he just
You
like
may
an
think
intern
you know
now?
all about
Maybe
our
he's working his way
2016
back
lineup,
up.
but we
Yeah, he'll
have
get back.
A few secrets left to reveal about some games you may have heard of. We'll begin with Star Fox Zero. So let's kick it over to someone who knows all about shooting.
It's coming out soon, right? I mean,
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa, minasan. Hi everyone.
Konnichiwa.
I'm Shigeru Miyamoto, a game producer at Nintendo. I'm here today in New
You're
York
so
City.
cute.
It's 3 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so it's very cold. I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting.
Humble
Star
brag.
Fox Zero is finally ready. We made this game to be an authentic action game, the kind I haven't worked on for a long time. It turned out to be the type of game where the more you practice, the more fun it gets.
There's
The
like brief
plot
shots
and the
where I
game
think it looks
structure
better.
are similar to the Star Fox on
And then
Nintendo
shots where it doesn't
64,
look.
but the story and map structure here are completely new. This time, there are teleporters that appear in the game. The teleporters play an important role in the storyline and also have a big impact on the branching paths in the map. Now, I'd like to talk about a stage that we haven't shown yet. This is Fortuna. packed with dangerous bioweapons and will prove pretty challenging, so enjoy going up against all new enemies.
Hey, the girl
ones, too.
Was the girl fox ever a companion in the previous? Like, I haven't played Star Fox
There are
since
also a
basically
lot
Super
of alternate
Nintendo.
paths in the maps. You can see this looks like the Cornelius stage at first, but there is actually a branch in the path on the right. When you take this path, it leads to a new level. If you go through here, you'll be confronted by a never-before-seen boss. This boss is also worth defeating, and once you win, you'll be taken
She
back
was in
to
like
the
the
map
adventure
where even
games.
more paths will open up. Just like that, Star Fox
So
Zero
that was in
is
Crystal.
a game
Crystal's
where once
blue.
you defeat Venom in normal mode, many new and alternate paths will appear.
Yay, alternative paths again.
As you explore these different paths, you'll encounter Starwolf and his 4-man team. They'll provide a really tough challenge. The player can use the new target mode and various maneuvers and other new attack strategies to battle Starwolf throughout the game. The goal you are shooting for is Venom and Andross, but of course the gameplay is completely new. On the way, you'll realize that there are multiple paths available for you to reach the final destination. Please try it out for yourselves to see how many paths there are. There's also a 2-player mode. One player can fly the R-Wing, while the other player aims and shoots.
Oh,
you can
cool.
play this way cooperating with your friends and aim for high scores, or you can get
I
together
just got
with
a
your
lot more
family
interested.
and just have fun clearing each level.
That's fun.
Now,
So what, like somebody's
to
in
those
the
who have
cock
the
or
Smash
in the
Brothers Fox amiibo, yes, you
Luke
can use it.
part of the
With
ship?
it, you'll be able to play with the R-Wing from the classic
Not
Super
getting
NES
cocky.
game, and there might even be some other bonuses waiting for you. I hope you try it out. One more thing, I want to talk to you about a new game. Some of you may remember that I showed a game 2 E3s ago that was called Project Guard. This game is now complete and is called Star Fox Guard.
Oh!
Slippy's uncle Grippy is busy with the job of gathering rare metals in space.
Do you
but
think
is
they
under
did that
attack from all
retroactively
kinds
after
of enemies.
everybody's...
In this game, you use
I don't know.
Slippy's newly invented security system to ward
Everybody
off
kind
these
of
enemies.
was like, meh.
Yeah.
The player uses 12 cameras, setting them up in various locations to find and attack the enemies to protect the mining site. There are about 100 missions to play, but that's not all.
Holy
You can
shit.
also edit the placement of enemies, and then you can upload
You
these
don't
enemy
remember it
patterns
maybe because
online
he showed
so
it on
others
their
can play them.
stage show. It wasn't a part of like the E3 main show.
You can play other players' creations, or have others play
It's
yours
kinda like-
to earn precious metals.
Is this what Five Nights at Freddy's is like? The camera stuff?
I hope you'll play Star Fox Guard with people from all around the world.
Are you joking?
Well, I
Get good
heard
at
that's
changing
what
those
Five Nights at
cameras.
Freddy's is.
Oh, really?
Speaking
Cameras.
of changing cameras,
I have no idea.
let's switch it back over to Bill.
Thanks, Mr. Miyamoto. I'm happy to announce that both games, Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard, will come packaged together as a set. Those who purchase the digital versions can buy them
Oh,
separately
so
in Nintendo
I thought the
eShop,
other one was gonna be like a
or
little
buy
mini
both
game.
games for the same total price as the packaged bundle. Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard both launch on April 22nd, 2016. It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world. You know, there's another
hope you're
Wii U
fired
game that's
again.
received a number of updates, and I
might be
think its
possible.
fans may want in on a little secret. It ain't over yet for Splatoon. First, we'll be releasing an update that aims to balance some of the gear
been
abilities
playing
and
that.
adjust various systems in the game, such as matchmaking. For gear, these changes will improve some of the lesser used abilities to make them more appealing. Additionally, we'll be making some changes to matchmaking and team assignments for ranked battle and adding a couple of elements to the Splatfests to improve the overall user experience. This first update will be released next week on March 8th.
Are these good
Damn,
things?
The
they
second
did a good
update
job
we've
with
planned will
Splatoon.
pertain
like, the
mostly
music makes
to
me wanna
weapons in the
play it.
In addition to
You
adjusting
don't get
some
sick of
already
it.
existing
Are those
weapons,
new things?
we'll be adding new weapon set recommendations. These combinations will feature a selection of some of the most popular and underappreciated weapons chosen by the owner of Ammo Knights himself, Sheldon.
He's a fictional character though. He
We'll be
couldn't.
dividing this update into two parts,
How do you
and
know?
the first will be arriving in April. We'll also be
Just
releasing
own up,
information
Trinan,
about
and
these
admit you
updates
made
on
an
our
executive
website and
decision
via
for
our
once
official
in your
channels,
life.
so make sure to check it out. Next, a Wii U game you're all expecting that comes with some unexpected twists.
Doom?
Here's part of the opening movie in Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympics.
We're all expecting it.
What is this about?
Mario and Sonic Olympics Rio.
Oh, okay. I was trying to read the chat.
Mario and Sonic clean up the polluted waters of Rio. Mario and Sonic fight off the Zika virus together.
Oh God.
Try not to get each other pregnant.
Don't go there, Peach and Daisy.
Yeah, Peach and Daisy, what are you doing there?
Get the fuck out. So, are these games fun, guys? I love this on VGA and the London games.
Yeah, it was funny.
I guess that was fun.
Despite the game, it was funny. I'm not sure it had much to do with the game.
Like, does anyone actually really play them?
You gotta give them credit for putting a horse hat in.
Yeah. Man, just give Strikers another go.
Yeah! Strikers was amazing!
Yeah, people love that shit.
I don't even like soccer, and I thought Strikers was awesome.
The new event is making its debut in the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, Rugby Sevens, and it's
rugby.
Huh?
It's also a series first, as is
how do you even rugby?
Clubs.
I don't know how to rugby.
You gotta know what a trumpet is before you can rugby.
Takes place in venues modeled after the actual venues in Rio. Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games launches on Wii U June 24th. We'll keep you updated on the other events and more game details down the line.
Boo.
We'll get back to more Wii U games in just a sec, but remember that you'll first get a chance to earn your place on the podium beside two gaming powerhouses when Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games launches on the Nintendo 3DS system March 8th.
Like playing a hockey. Hockey requires so much more
let's see what's new in Super Mario Maker. It's been about 6 months since the game arrived on Wii U, and players around the world continue to upload exciting new courses every day.
What?
In fact, there are more than 6.2 million courses for players to jump into at this very moment. Since launch, we've added new course elements on 2 separate occasions. And here we go again. It's update time. Now, when you shake a thwomp, it'll transform into a skewer from Super Mario World. Thwomps were already pretty beautiful, but these are an even bigger pain.
Oh, yeah!
Spiked dildo things from 7.
Why would you call it that?
Plus shaking a door.
Well, what else is it? Look at it.
Yep, you guessed it. Can't open one of those without a key.
Cool.
Hide one in a block, or make an enemy hold one, and you can make levels where you can't advance without a key. Which means you can now make courses with mandatory boss battles.
What?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Cool.
And if you shake a coin, it'll change into a pink coin. Collect them all, and a key will appear. That way, you can make an adventurous level where you have to find all the pink coins to win.
I guess
these new course elements definitely expand your puzzle-making horizons. We're also adding new elements to online play. The update will let you play 100 Mario Challenge on the new Super Expert mode. It'll unlock after clearing Expert mode, and it'll dish out a volley of 6 extremely tough levels for you to beat with 100 Marios. Your prize for winning? New mystery mushroom.
Yeah, I'm not sure why red.
So even if you think
and
you
not
have
red
them all,
coins.
give this new mode a try and see if you can
get
get
that
them
character.
Additionally, the Super Mario Maker bookmark site will see additions such as ranking categories for world records and the number of first clears on courses, inspiring new ways to create and play in the main game.
Do you
this new
have
update
a
will
record?
Be available for download on March 9th.
Cool.
Sometimes, one of the best parts of an RPG is its style, and no one understands that quite like Atlus, the makers of this next Wii U game. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE is a brand new IP that takes inspiration from Atlus's own titles and the Fire Emblem series. It's an energetic fusion of the deep RPG gameplay you'd expect from an Atlus game and the adrenaline-fueled fun of a huge Pop Idol concert.
Wow!
Every inch oozes style, from the in-game music videos and commercials to the hot new tracks from Avex, the company behind some of the biggest pop stars in Japan. And speaking of, the game is based in Japan, so we're keeping its original VO track and adding in English subtitles.
Cool.
It's always good to do that because it makes melodrama seem way less cheesy.
Yeah, that's the only way to watch Naruto.
Yeah.
Your summer is now.
Yeah.
The only way.
when you watch Naruto
Tokyo
with English
Mirage
dubbing,
Sessions,
it makes you
Sharp
realize how
FE, arrive
stupid
stateside
and
June
melodramatic
24th.
it is.
Yeah.
You may remember this next title from a Nintendo Direct last year. Lost Reavers is Bandai Namco's latest free-to-play online co-op action game.
Oh yeah. Was this
Team up
any
with other
good?
adventurers online to fight zombies and solve puzzles as you search for valuable treasure in the most diverse locations on
Plus
the planet.
Naruto saying, "Oh,
You'll need the
you
wits to
don't
solve
say
puzzles,
Is
the
way better than
expertise to kill
Kirby
bosses,
Sage.
and the firepower to fight legions
Yeah.
of undead guardians. Acquire treasure and successfully make your way back to complete the mission and receive your share of the spoils. As you go on missions, characters will level up, unlock more skills, and increase their funds so you can acquire new weapons. Each map also has a variety of different routes, puzzles, and enemy spawns, so levels can be played and enjoyed multiple times. You can look forward to playing Lost Reavers in the open beta version coming soon to Wii U. Next, let's paint the town red, and just about every other color. In the Paper Mario series, we always
this is
challenge
exciting.
ourselves to bring
I
something
love Paper
fresh to
Mario.
the action-adventure
Yeah,
genre.
you really did.
And this time, in Paper Mario Color Splash, the theme is colors and paint.
It was
As
the
such,
first, like
the game
Mario
takes
RPG
place in a colorful
was the
paradise
first
called
RPG that was
Prism
interesting
Island.
to me, like in terms of the
But
battles.
something
Yeah.
is very wrong.
Because they
Prism
included
Island is
timing. It
being
was the first
drained of
RPG I'd
its
ever
color.
played that actually had you
To
do
make sense of all
something
this,
during those battles.
it's up to Paper Mario to do like he does and set off on a journey to bring color back to the land. And his new
I also
paint
like
hammer is
Paper
just
Mario
the
more
ticket.
than Mario.
It splashes
He
paint
seems like
on
less of a
anything
dick.
he hits,
Which kind of
Yeah.
seems
color bit by
almost a
bit.
little bit scary,
even
like in a
splash paint
villager
on
type way
colorless
from
toads
Animal
to
Crossing,
revive
like
the guys.
creepily
A splash of color will even
personality-less.
liven up a toad house. In battle, you'll paint cards like this, and then flick them to start the battle. There are special cards too. They'll unleash some satisfyingly powerful attacks.
Yeah, okay.
The latest entry in this beloved series,
It's like a
Paper Mario
world-sized
Color
fan.
Splash, is currently planned for
Oh,
release
you
in
would like that.
2016.
For sleeping.
Pikachu,
That's
Lucario,
like
Machamp,
fun.
Gengar, and many more of your favorite Pokemon are about to face off in Pokkén Tournament for Wii U. In
Pokkén
the February,
Tournament!
players will start
Oh my god, it's a
facing
fucking
off against relatively easy opponents.
Pikachu!
But as you move up in
What
the
do you call
ranks,
it?
you'll
Libre?
encounter
Not
skilled
Libre.
opponents
What are
worthy
those
of your
types of guys
absolute
called again?
best. Winning a fight in
It
any
said
mode
Libre.
earns in-game currency that
A
allows you to
luchador,
change
yeah,
the appearance
not
That's
of your
Libre,
great.
avatar.
yeah. Luchador.
Battles will require
A
quick
lucha libre.
reflexes and the ability to
Oh, okay.
read your opponent.
That's
Some Pokemon
amazing.
Are fast and can use their speed
Who would
to
have
rush
ever
in
thought
and deal
to
damage.
see
Other Pokemon
Pikachu
rely on their
as a
brutal power to dominate the
luchador?
competition.
That's so awesome.
Each main
Basically, you
battle
do
Pokemon
anything with
and pairings
Pikachu, I
of support
fucking love it.
Pokemon
Yeah, you
can
do.
change
He's
their
the best
behavior
fucking
each
guy
fight.
ever.
So find your favorite combination to suit
He's an
your
electricity
playstyle.
cat. Like, who
To
doesn't
help
love
you determine
that?
which Pokemon you should try first, here's a few highlights of main battle Pokemon. Lucario uses powerful aura-based attacks to create attacking
There's
projectiles
a special
from far
Pikachu
away.
for Omega and for Ruby and
After
Sapphire.
activating burst attack mode, Lucario can
Pikachu.
unleash a massive beam of aura energy.
He's a
back into the
cat.
battle, or to
Come
finish it
on,
off.
he's a kitty. What mouse have you not seen that wasn't like a
Machamp
kitty?
capitalizes on brute
Sometimes we
strength
look at
via rapid fire
birds and we think
punches,
they look like
damaging throws,
Yeah.
and more to send opponents reeling. This
When we're on
Pokemon is a
vacation, we
real
see
heavy
birds and we're like, that
hitter
guy's like
a
Hugo.
force to be reckoned with when up close
Ducks.
and personal.
Or like Hugo.
Last but not least, Gengar pulls out every trick in the book to
So
keep
we don't. This
opponents
is irrelevant to us until I see
guessing.
Pikachu again.
Instantly appearing anywhere, throwing punches
This
from out of
actually
nowhere,
looks kind of
and more
interesting, though.
Doesn't scare you? Then
Yeah, like the
Gengar's
elements on
final
the side,
burst
like
attack
the
move
fighting
is
elements?
Anything
really
like this
the stuff
existed
of
before?
nightmares. For
A
early
Pokemon
adopters,
fighting
an
game.
exclusive amiibo card of Shadow Mewtwo
It's like
will
Street
come
Fighter for
within the physical
Pokemon
copy
fans.
of the first production run of the
Nope.
game.
Don't
So
think
make
so.
sure you grab it early.
So this
as
is
it
actually
won't last
interesting.
forever.
Like at first when they
Pokkén
announced it,
Tournament
I thought it was
launches
like
on
just
Wii U, March 18th.
a 3D
And to whet
like
your appetite for launch day,
you kinda
make
tell your
sure to
Pokemon
catch
what
the
to
final
do, just
battles
like every other
of the
Pokemon game, but
Tournament early access competition that airs
it's
on
made
March
by the
17th.
Tekken guys.
Oh,
And
wow.
tomorrow,
I might actually play
March
this.
4th, we'll return to the land of Hyrule or journey there for the first time.
March 4th.
To experience an
Oh,
updated
yes.
version of one of the most stirring tales
That's
in
tomorrow,
the Zelda series.
motherfuckers.
The Legend of Zelda,
You guys excited for
Twilight
this?
Princess HD. Visit our YouTube channel to watch the Twilight Princess retrospective video series and learn all about the making of the original
I am
from
getting
development
hurt.
team members. The fourth
I
and
want.
final episode will fill you in on all the new
Meh.
features in the Wii U version when it launches tomorrow alongside the game. March is also a big month for Nintendo 3DS, but no matter your system of choice, Nintendo has your back. Because this month also sees the introduction of Nintendo's new loyalty program, My Nintendo. It's more than just a traditional point program.
What's that?
My Nintendo aims to offer more comprehensive and integrated features that will reward you for interacting with Nintendo products and services in a variety of new ways. You can pre-register for Nintendo's first smart device app, Miitomo, and sign up for a Nintendo account now to become a My Nintendo member and start earning My Nintendo Platinum points. Stay tuned for more details to come. You know, there's another thing you can look forward to in March.
It's interesting.
It involves
their
Amiibo.
First smartphone app.
Mini Mario and Friends
Is it a
Amiibo Challenge
precursor?
is a special treat for all you Amiibo lovers out there. In this free download for Wii U and Nintendo 3DS,
They're also cool looking,
you can
the
tap
little toys.
compatible Amiibo figures to guide one of 10 mini characters through specific levels
I meant
that they
these guys.
alone
They're
can
toys,
access.
Oh,
Each mini has their own powers too, like Mini Mario, who can wall jump. There are some other really neat powers as well. This game will be available for early access at participating retailers beginning March 25th with the purchase of any Nintendo Amiibo figure. It will also be available to download for free from Nintendo eShop on Wii U and Nintendo 3DS beginning April 28th.
It's a free game?
In other Amiibo news, Series 4 of the
I
Animal
loved
Crossing
that
Amiibo
game. I liked
cards
that
are
game.
on the way.
Why are they giving that away for free?
I don't know.
Also keep an eye out for the Isabelle Amiibo figure, which will be available individually, separate from the Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival bundle in June as well. And she'll be accompanied by another Amiibo figure, this time sporting her summer outfit. Now let's take a look at what else is new in Nintendo eShop for Nintendo 3DS. Virtual Console is about to receive an upgrade, exclusively on new Nintendo 3DS
Oh, this is a
systems.
car mug.
We'll begin releasing Super NES Virtual Console titles,
It's one up for my hand,
complete with new Nintendo 3DS exclusive features,
Whoa, what the
like Perfect Pixel Mode, which displays each game in its original resolution. The classic games you see on screen
that was
and
just
more are coming in the
on
near future.
the 3DS.
That game was fun.
These original Super NES launch games will be available in Nintendo eShop for new Nintendo
F-Zero.
3DS
That's
systems
what F-Zero
following
looks like?
today's presentation.
So that's cool for those who want to play with on mobile.
On March
it's coming to the 3DS. Are
and
you
then
super
even
pumped?
more on
Well, why would I be?
14th.
I don't know.
We have it on the Wii U,
Games
and we
Super
can
NES
play it on the
hold
Wii
a
U.
special place
Because
in
you
many
like it.
gamers'
I don't
hearts,
play the
mine
3DS.
included. So I'm planning to turn
We have to
my
finish
new
that
Nintendo
playthrough,
3DS
though.
XL into my own portable Super NES vault. I hope you do too. It's hard to imagine how solitaire and horse racing could be related. Well, because they're not. But that didn't stop the developers at Game Freak. In Pocket Card Jockey, you'll play as a jockey who has to partake in a fast-paced, simplified version of solitaire
You've been wanting
to
this
propel
for a
your horse
long
through
time.
intense
I've always been
races.
saying this should be
As
a
you clear
thing.
cards, you'll earn Unity
Solitaire
Power,
and
which is used to
horses.
move your horse on the track or saved for a boost in
Look
the
how
home stretch.
fucking cute those horses are.
It's all about leveling up
Are
your
you
horse
kidding me?
through strategic positioning and placement
They're
on the
like
track.
chibi horses.
Yeah.
As the level rises, your horse's stats will increase, and you'll gain bonuses too.
Most
Over time,
anticipated
you'll start
title
to
of
win
the
trophies
year.
for high-ranking races, which will draw in sponsors. And eventually, you'll retire your faithful steed, and then another, and pair them up on the farm to breed and train new
I want to
ponies.
see it. I want to see him
Before
fuck.
you know it,
Fraser,
you
no,
may
you
be
don't.
surprised at just how
Who
deep
doesn't?
such a
Come
simple
on.
game could be. Find out for yourself when
Once you've
Pocket
seen it,
Card
you
Jockey
can't
rides
unsee
into
it.
Nintendo eShop for
I've
Nintendo
never even
3DS
seen horses fuck
in May.
before.
Next up, Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. The first game in the series featured the exciting, fast-paced 2D action that you've come to expect from Inti Creates. For the sequel, the action has evolved and comes equipped
This comes
with new
from
features.
Inti. They
Now,
were talking about
Gunvolt
this when we were there. They were.
join the
I knew
fray
this was
as a
familiar.
playable character. Dash into enemies to lock on
I
to
think
them,
I spent like
then
an hour
unleash a
watching footage
devastating
of this
home
and
shot.
talking about it, and
That's
I
not
barely
all.
remembered
Copen
it though.
can also copy the abilities of all 7 new boss characters and use them as his own.
This is
If you
wild
haven't
looking.
had a chance to play the original yet, from March 2nd till June 1st, Azure Striker Gunvolt will be available at a discounted price in Nintendo
Yes,
eShop.
we definitely did cover this.
Azure Striker Gunvolt 2 will be available in Nintendo eShop on 3DS this summer. Last month, Fire Emblem Fates marched on to Nintendo 3DS systems. And this month, a whole new path through the game will become available, along with the next installment in a series of downloadable content. This third path through the story, Fire Emblem Fates Revelation, will do as its name implies and reveal many secrets you can't discover in the paths of Birthright or Conquest. When the Revelation path releases on March 10th, select Explore Fates in the title screen to connect to the internet and purchase Revelation in-game for just under $20 real-world dollars. Once you purchase the path, a third option will appear at the Branch of Fate in Chapter 6.
That's an expensive
Refuse
DLC.
to choose a side.
Yeah, dude.
And today,
really is.
2 new maps will be released
For
at
a
the
game where
in-game
they
DLC
encourage you to
shop,
buy
Dragon's Gate.
2 copies of the game to begin with.
You can acquire rare
I
weapons
guess
on the
each
map
copy of the game you
Museum
played as a
Melee.
different side,
Oh.
so you saw a
And
different
on
side
March
of the story.
17th, the map Royal Royale will be released. In this
Some
map,
people are,
the siblings of both kingdoms will have to spar to
excited
determine
for it, though?
who among them is worthy of the task to save an alternate version of
The
Corrin.
paths
for
are full
another
games.
world.
Full games that use all the
Each map
assets
is
from the
available
other
at Dragon's
games.
Gate for the price you see on
What
the
is a
screen.
full game when you're
But if you
reusing
purchase
like
map pack
bosses,
one,
and, or I mean
they're
not maybe not
already
bosses,
yours
but
for
like
the taking.
enemies and
And
maps?
keep an eye out for even more DLC maps added weekly until April 21st.
Just because it has a new story
March
doesn't make it a
onward, my
full
hero
game.
friends. The battle isn't over yet. 3 weeks from today, Hyrule Warriors
Uh-oh.
Legends will declare war on Nintendo 3DS systems. As fans of the Wii U version already know, the game will pit you as one of your favorite Zelda characters against a near limitless army of Moblins, the
Look at all those
Dongos, and the
fucking
Left.
hearts.
You can even
Tetra.
battle as characters from The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, and the brand new character, Linkle.
Winkle.
Fans of the Wii U
Linkle.
version were dedicated to finishing the fight and enjoyed the amount of additional
yeah,
content
Linkle.
that was offered. And so, I'm pleased to announce that Hyrule Warriors Legends will also
What's
have
the,
some new downloadable content
What's the
available
story
in
for
2016.
Linkle? Like, why does she exist?
Beginning on launch day,
Is she
you
just
can
a
buy
cross-dressing
Season
Link?
Pass, which will give you access to 4 brand
Is she a
new
transgendered
DLC
Link?
packs. If you buy
From
the
another
Season Pass,
dimension?
you'll get an exclusive bonus costume for Ganondorf,
the music.
available on launch day only in Hyrule Warriors Legends. These packs will also be available for purchase individually. On launch day, anyone in the US who picks up a physical copy of Hyrule Warriors Legends will receive a download code for a free Nintendo 3DS Hyrule Warriors Legends theme. And a transfer code will allow purchasers who own the Wii U version of the game to download and
Okay,
play
so
as the 5 new characters
story
and use
is that
Ganondorf's
she's
trident weapon from
A
Hyrule
person
Warriors
who matches
Legends
the description
in
of the
original
hero of Hyrule and
Warriors
thinks
on
that
Wii
she's
U.
the one.
And finally,
real?
if you
Yeah.
pre-order the game
Because
at
Link
GameStop
always
in
is
the
the
US,
one, just because he
you'll
has a
also
fucking green
receive a
tunic.
special
It's like,
edition
what makes you think
softcover
you're the hero?
16-page character art book.
So this girl,
With it,
because
you
she
can learn
matches
more
the
about key
description, says,
characters
no,
and view
I think I
concept
am.
art
Like,
of various
because, and then
warriors
she,
and weapons,
I guess this is the scene where
including
she reveals
the new
that.
hero
There she
Linkle
is, there.
and her mysterious compass.
That's fucking cool.
There's another
actually.
new
That is
character
kinda
flying
funny.
our way, and she'll be available to download for free in
Why
both
can't it
Hyrule
be
Warriors
me?
Legends
I'm
and
a girl.
Hyrule Warriors on Wii U.
Supposedly her story cutscenes are
Medley
really well
is her
done.
name, and The Legend
We've
of
been
Zelda
all
The Wind
wanting
Waker
a
was her
female
first
Link.
game.
Yeah.
Now,
Since we
she
thought
and her
that the
harp
one
are ready for
debuted
battle.
in that trailer
You can
for
add
the
Medley
next
to your
Zelda
roster as a free download,
looked like
yeah.
a
launching
female.
alongside the release of the
It'd
first
be a
DLC
great.
pack.
Why not?
Charge into battle
Why couldn't
when
the next
Hyrule Warriors
incarnation of
Legends
Link be a
releases
girl?
on Nintendo
Oh, she's
3DS,
gonna have her own game,
March
absolutely.
25th.
Eventually.
Next, let's brush up on our art skills with true masters of the craft. Disney
So we're talking
Art
over
Academy
stuff
is
that
a
we don't
fun
have
game
any
that'll teach
interest
you
in.
how to draw popular Disney and Pixar characters.
Interesting.
Lessons
Another
feature
art
a
game.
wide range of
Yeah.
characters.
Oh,
and your
but not
instructor
on the
will
Wii U.
teach you
Once
how to
again,
draw
no.
them step by step. Draw
Not.
lines,
Oh, this is
color
fucking
them in,
awesome.
that's
add
neat.
shadows and
I love
highlights
this.
as you're instructed.
Super
Oh, yes.
Anyone can create beautiful illustrations of Disney and Pixar characters like these.
So good
That's-
for teaching kids.
With a wave of the magic brush,
how to draw.
you can give
Really
your
Or
masterpiece
adults.
a touch of stars, glitter,
Oh,
clouds,
just like-
and more. Sample artwork
Oh,
will
that
include a
part's
variety
cool.
of characters, from Mickey Mouse
Correct.
and Winnie the Pooh.
Dad, how do I
to
just do
beloved
the
Disney
star
princesses,
glitter part?
To some of Pixar's best, and yes,
Aw.
even Disney's Frozen.
I was gonna
Plus,
ask.
you'll learn a variety of
So
art styles
you can just
depending
like
on
do
the illustrations
alterations
you're
of these
drawing.
then.
So
As you're
hone your
drawing them, just
skills
don't
and
give
have
her a
some
dress.
fun when Disney Art Academy launches on Nintendo 3DS May 13th. The original Bravely Default gave thousands of RPG fans exactly what they were looking for. And a big part of that was the exciting jobs your characters could take on. to
How many
learn
kids are going to
powerful
get caught
abilities.
doing that?
Across the world, you'll
Just
encounter
coloring
dozens
in
of
all
jobs
skin
that each
instead
bring
of-
different strengths to the table. As for today, I thought I'd spotlight a couple of the jobs that are new to the sequel. Bravely Second End Layer.
I think we actually have to get that just to do that.
Some jobs may sound like standard RPG fare,
On the
but
show.
I assure you the Wizard is anything
do a
but.
porn drawing show.
Wizards use spellcraft to customize spells
do it on
with
my
added
own.
effects, like Hammer and Mist. For a powerful strategy, try combining this with the elemental spells of Black and Red Mages, or the
I
healing
hear some of
spells
our
White
audience has been
Mages.
enjoying this.
Yeah.
And then there's the Catmancer. They learn the moves of the monsters you encounter, and then train cats to perform them in exchange for treats. One way to test out some of the new
The
jobs is with the
Catmancer.
upcoming Bravely Second demo. The demo's story revolves around the three Cavaliers, an elite band of Crystal Guard knights that Her Holiness, Agnès Oblige, has dispatched to look into disturbances that have been cropping up. This side story can only be experienced in this free demo when it launches in Nintendo eShop March 10th. Best Buy Gamers Club
I'm good at
Unlocked
training
members
cats.
will also receive a unique 16-digit code to access the demo early on March
What the fuck happened
7th.
to Lisa, though? We got
Playing
her
the
too late.
demo will net you play bonuses
Already
you can
fucked.
transfer into the full version of the game when it becomes available for purchase.
All right, move it
And
along,
if you're so
Trinan.
inclined, you can pre-purchase the game for Nintendo 3DS also on March 10th in the Nintendo eShop. And right now, there's another great way to get a taste for this series. The free demo for the original Bravely Default is still available in Nintendo
Wow,
eShop.
seriously?
It feels
When
like
you're ready
the
to
game
jump into
came
the
out
sequel, there's
and then
also
had a
a
sequel
collector's
within like a
edition
year.
of Bravely
Yeah,
Second
totally.
Isn't that
End
weird?
that will include the game,
Is it
the
because of
soundtrack
Japan
CD,
releases? Whoa,
and
you can see
this.
your crotch.
Really?
Yeah,
the
look at
official art book.
it's like right up in
It'll
there.
give you a
Oh,
bigger,
yeah, it is.
better look at the series' memorable characters, landscapes,
she has a
monsters,
campy
and much, much more.
Good.
Or does
Dang.
she just have
If you want
like
to learn
a
about this new entry in
bikini
the
bottom
franchise,
sized bush?
Stay tuned to our YouTube channel this month for our new
Why was it
Bravely
all
Second
white?
End Layer video series. Bravely Second End Layer launches exclusively on
She
Nintendo
got
3DS
scared.
systems
I have this book,
April
it's incredible.
15th. Another massive RPG is headed to Nintendo 3DS, and it's one fans
I wasn't
have been
laughing at you
clamoring
for having the book. I was
Dragon
laughing at
Quest
Fraser.
VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past, has been completely remade for Nintendo 3DS.
Which one's
It's
7?
essentially a brand new game.
Was 7?
The world has been rebuilt,
2012
the
for Bravely
characters have
Default,
new 3D
2014
models,
US.
and the story has been completely
Was 7 the one that was
retranslated.
on PlayStation?
You play as
or is
Oster,
this?
the young son of a famous
PlayStation
fisherman
1.
who wants more from his life than
This
fishing.
was the one
And trust
that
me, he's gonna get it. He sets off
I
on an
rented it,
adventure with the
loved it,
mischievous
couldn't
Prince
afford to
Kiefer
rent it
and
again.
a clever, headstrong girl named Maribel.
Or
Using
had
a
other
fragment
priorities.
detector, the trio
It was
searched
like
the
a
world
lot
for
of people
fragments
consider this to
stone
be one of the
tablets.
best, right?
After putting the tablets together
was so
again,
cool, it
they
combined
warped to the
pixel
past
graphics.
in order to save the present.
Kind of felt like Paper Mario
Along the way,
because your
they'll
character
engage
was
in classic
2D,
turn-based
but the
combat
world was
and
3D
gain
and you could
access
pan around
to
them
more
and
than
stuff.
30 classes with powerful abilities. With art by Akira Toriyama and the pedigree of the Dragon Quest series, this is pure RPG goodness. Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past, launches on Nintendo 3DS later this year.
Sadly,
In Japan,
I just don't think
there's
I
a
have
game
the
known as
patience
Monster
or
Hunter
time for
Cross, the
turn-based
latest
RPGs.
game in the Monster Hunter series.
Too slow.
And now it's coming west as Monster Hunter Generations. With the new style system and hunter arts, this is the most customizable Monster Hunter experience ever. And you can get a taste of what's to come in this debut trailer.
Meh.
Not actual gameplay.
Yeah. This trailer makes me... We've seen this, haven't we? This trailer? It has a
I
cat
don't
in it.
think so.
So is this on Wii U, or are they like only releasing these now on 3DS? We have seen it.
Oh, really? No, this is new. 3DS.
I actually would be like halfway interested in Monster Hunter if it weren't on 3DS, if it had good graphics on the Wii U.
3DS is huge on Monster Hunter. Japan populations love it. It's also on Wii
You just told me it wasn't.
U. Monster Hunter 3 is on Wii U.
We'll have more to say about the game in the future.
That
For
one?
now,
The newest
a quick
one is on
shout-out.
Wii U?
Anyone who plays
The
Monster
last
Hunter
one that was on
Generations
Wii
on
U,
a Nintendo
I guess
3DS
what you're saying,
with
try.
Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate
Looks
Save
terrible.
Data present on it will receive bonus content in the new game.
The graphics
As a
looked
special
too flat.
promotion,
It looked like a
Monster
3DS
Hunter 4
game that was
Ultimate is
up-res
being
to
offered
me.
at a special price of
That's why I stayed away
$19.99
from
in
it.
Nintendo eShop
Just looked
for
too ugly.
48 hours, starting today at 3 p.m. Pacific Time. It's a great game and a great reason to get hyped for the next one. Here's another. I'm happy to
Like
announce
Dark
that
Souls?
Monster Hunter Generations will feature a special collaboration armor set based on Marth from the Fire Emblem series. To see the full-length trailer of this collaboration, head over to twitter.com/monster.
So yeah, I was right. 4 is not on Wii U.
Monster
and that's
Hunter
4.
Generations will be available on Nintendo 3DS in summer
They're saying
2016.
Monster Hunter 3.
At E3, there was one game we introduced that left fans with some questions. Today, Kensuke Tanabe, the producer of the Metroid Prime series, is here to help you understand how Metroid Prime Federation Force will become an integral part of the Metroid Prime universe. Tanabe-san?
Metroid!
Hello everyone, I'm Kensuke Tanabe. I started from the GameCube version, so it's been about 15 years since I first became the producer of the Metroid Prime series.
Oh, pardon me
Today,
for not being super
I want to
excited.
introduce you to the newest installment in the Metroid Prime series, Metroid Prime
3DS.
Federation Force. Being a new title,
Give
of a
me a
series we
fucking
deeply love,
new Metroid that
as
isn't
a
Other
development
M.
team, we approach
first
it
of
with great
all.
passion and effort.
Don't let Samus talk again. Or at least
Development
have
on this
somebody
game
better
started
writing.
in 2009. At that time,
God damn
we
it,
started with
Metroid's
the
so
idea of
awesome. I
developing
would
new
say,
online
I would go so far as to
multiplayer
say it's the most
Metroid Prime
mishandled
for a
franchise
handheld system.
outside of Earthbound by Nintendo.
Really? Damn.
It's
Early experiments
so
began in
good and
collaboration
so
with our
rarely
rival
that we get
partners
like
at Next
I mean on the
Level Games,
GameCube
who
it
I
got
worked with on Mario
undervalued
Strikers
because
for
the
GameCube
Prime
and
games
on
because it had
Punch-Out
such
for
a low
Wii.
install
We
base.
kicked off official
And then on the
development with
Wii,
them,
we
but
had
at that
Prime,
point,
right?
We were working on the Nintendo DSi.
But it was just re-releases?
And with the DSi, it became
And
clear
then
that
Other
we
M.
wouldn't be able to achieve
Right.
Which was
the type
just-
of performance fans would expect. When we saw the new Nintendo 3DS a few years later, for one thing, we knew that the Nintendo 3DS
Yeah, some people
would
seem to
address our
like
performance
Other M.
issues. And we were
And
also
other people think it's
the
horrible.
control options provided by the C
It was the worst
At that point,
shit
we
I've
decided to
ever
restart the
seen.
project.
Really?
In terms of a story.
We
It
wanted
was
to
like
use this new game to tell the story
the
of
worst
battle between
anime
the Galactic
storyline and
Federation
acting
and the space pirates.
just incarnate. Like just
I had
it
always
destroyed,
imagined battles
probably
between these
amplified
two
by the
within
fact that I
universe.
always considered Samus to be a
But we had
much
never
different
really
character,
explored
and they
that in
made
the
her into a
previous
whiny
games.
little bitch.
I'd been
Like, she
wanting
used to be
do it
this
for over 10
cold,
years,
calculating
so I was ready and
mercenary.
excited to
Yeah.
try.
Out there to make a buck,
But given the
who
focus
was like
on the Galactic
only
Federation
like a
and
little bit
space pirate
softened
battle,
by an adorable little
while
Metroid.
Samus would appear in
Yeah.
the
You know,
story,
that was,
it
but
meant that
otherwise
she
she was a
couldn't be the main player
badass.
character
Then they
this
turned
time.
her into a teenage whiny
So,
bitch.
using the Galactic
Oh,
Federation
that's too
soldiers
bad.
as the main characters was the natural course of action for this game. Another theme we wanted
I
to
like
add
his
to the
necklace.
game system was the idea, like an RPG, of players having the ability to choose their own distinct roles in the game. Like a healer, a warrior,
I haven't played any of the
a mage,
Metroid games.
and so on. You receive
Everything
certain
TJ
types
Gallup
of
says, I just
sub-weapons
laugh
from the
at. It's
Federation in each
hilarious.
mission.
You are like the
Players must
antithesis
divide
of
them
what is
among
true.
themselves based on a weight
You are
before
Two
taking
Fraser,
so.
Fraser.
It's
Two
like you
Fraser.
are in a parallel
So,
dimension
for example,
that everything is
if you
the
carry a lot of
opposite.
repair capsules, then that player becomes a sort of healer in the game. And if you take on all the missiles, then you become a warrior. I would love to explain more about that aspect today. About the
So I have to
character's art
apologize. I know a lot of people are probably going to be
Why we
annoyed
created
that we
Blast
talked
Ball.
over so much, but
style, and so on.
so uninterested in 3DS
But
games.
let's save that for another time. What I can say
I know a lot of
I'm
people.
is the
interested
Metroid Prime
in
Federation
some of them,
Force
but I
is a game that
haven't been
absolutely belongs in the Metroid
super interested
universe.
in the ones.
That,
I've seen
I
so far.
promise. Please take a look at this video.
Samus Aran's solitary war on the space pirates terminated their phase-on experiments on Metroids. But the galaxy is not at peace. Recognizing a need to combat the space pirate menace, the Galactic Federation launched Project
Although, if
Golem,
you want to tell me that
a
the girl that we
top-secret
saw in Other
program
M
to
is
develop
the one who
mechanized
grows up to
battle
be the one that
armor
wears
based
hooker
on the
boots
technology in
in
Samus Aran's power
the
suit.
current
The
iterations
most
of her in her
elite members of the
and never
Galactic
gets
Marines were
into
chosen
her actual
and
armor
put through
anymore,
intense training
then I'll
to
believe
form
it.
what
Yeah,
would
that's probably the
become
same girl.
the Federation Force.
So let's just consider it to be two cannons. Badass Samus and little bitch Samus who grows into
Their
whore
first
Samus.
mission is to survey the 3 planets.
Not everybody who wears heels is a whore.
And reclaim
But
an
when you have the
abandoned
choice to get into your
Your mom
Metroid
would not be
armor
happy.
and you never get into it and you stay in your
Which was
spandex at all
devastated by a
times,
meteor
you
crash
might want to
20
think about
years
your
ago,
life choices when you're
plunging
in a battle
into an ice
situation.
age.
How important is it to show off your butt versus be protected from the onslaught of giant monkey men and fireball throwing plumbers? All I'm saying.
Kind of reminds me of that news
On
reporter
Excelsior,
in Syria
all
that
that
was
stood
wearing
in the
heels.
way were mere
Yeah,
got
running
bombed.
away from the bombs.
But then the team came face
While
to
all the
face
other
with
male
the
reporters were
well-known
wearing
threat they
flak
were.
jackets.
Yeah.
Space pirates.
In fucking
Now
Syria.
the only way to survive is to work as a team, to master their mechs, and to
But you
take
can't
down
swim
the
in
space
armor.
pirates against all odds.
Because Sam's so badass she could fight without her armor. And without her hand cannon gun. God.
The mission isn't over yet.
It's too bad because I feel
Stay
like
tuned for more
they took
information
such a step
on this
backwards.
next chapter in the Metroid
today,
Prime
like the
universe.
constant dialogue is
We'll
about
also be
female
hosting
characters and
several
taking a step
hands-on
forward.
opportunities, starting
Samus,
with
when I was a young
WonderCon
boy,
in late March.
I thought she
so
was
I hope you'll
badass.
try the game
Yeah.
out for
Yes,
yourself.
I wanted to see
Metroid
her
Prime
like
Federation Force
supposedly
releases on
in a
Nintendo
bikini at the
3DS
end if I
systems
completed it
late
the right way.
spring 2016.
That she'd get out. But I still thought she was
Next,
a
I'd like to
genuine
announce a game that
badass.
combines
Today,
some great selections
I don't
from some
see as
great
many
games.
boys seeing her as anything
Rhythm
but a
Heaven
sex
on
object.
Nintendo
Yeah,
DS.
it's too bad.
Rhythm Heaven Fever
What?
on Wii, and more. Introducing Rhythm Heaven Megamix, which will be
No!
coming to North
But
America
bring us
this
on the
year. Rhythm
Wii
Heaven
here.
Megamix
Bring
on
it.
Nintendo 3DS offers more than
Did he say that they're
100
bringing
rhythm
it
games,
to the
70 of which have been
Wii U
carefully
one?
selected from
I don't
previous
think so.
titles in the series.
Because the sequel was released in Japan already, right? When we were there, it was all over posters.
Yeah, totally.
But it still hasn't come here.
There are also
I hate
30
you.
brand new rhythm games. So replay a
I would
classic
play this
or
on
tap
the-
into a
on
new
the
one
3DS
when
though.
Rhythm Heaven Megamix launches later this year. Now,
just says 3DS,
let's take a
babe.
look at one last game.
So they're
it has
bringing
a lot
it
of my
over. They
coworkers tickled
thought it was
pink.
worth the time to localize it. That's
Kirby's
how
headed
little
back to
confidence they have in the Wii
3DS
U.
family of systems.
They localized
This
the
time,
3DS
invaders have
game over here.
mechanized Dream.
How much more work was it
To
to put
restore
it onto
this
the
home
Wii
to
U?
its original
That's
form,
how
Kirby
fucking
must
little they
rise
care
up.
that
At
you
first,
bought
the
one.
game may look familiar. The Pink Puff will travel through stages by jumping back and forth between the foreground
And what's a
background
third-party developer
while
to
using
do?
more than 25
When he
copy
sees that
abilities.
Nintendo doesn't have
Of
confidence
course,
in the
Yeah.
there
platform,
will be new copy abilities.
why would you ever invest in
But
making a
here's
game
the
for
kicker.
it?
In this game, Kirby will use his new enemy's tech against them. His Robobot armor is extremely strong, to the point where it can actually destroy obstacles that stand in Kirby's way. And taking a page from Kirby himself,
3DS
the
as well.
Robobot armor can copy enemy abilities and use powerful modified versions of them called modes.
Nintendo.
The Robobot armor can use more than 10 modes. No matter what, Kirby and his Robobot armor
Like, I
will
still
offer two types of
cheer
action
for Nintendo to do
twice
well,
the fun.
but I do
There's
feel like
also
the
a
Wii U was a
separate mode
major
included in
betrayal
this
of the
game called
fans.
Team Kirby
Yeah.
Clash.
It feels like they
It
really
lets up
left
to
them
4
out to
players
dry.
join forces to battle against powerful
And
bosses.
with the Zelda thing,
You'll
I've already
select one
talked
of
about
4
how they
roles
basically
and
tricked
participate
people
in
into
a
buying a
co-op
Wii
quest
U.
to defeat a
Yeah.
boss. Supporting your team by utilizing each role's abilities is the key to victory. While you play, you'll find tablets, and if you collect them all, your team can activate a powerful Team Meteor to inflict major damage. For the first time in a Kirby game, when you complete a quest, you'll gain experience points, and as you level up, your abilities will grow more powerful.
Looks like
That
a really
way,
fun
you can take
split-screen
on
game
more
on the Wii U.
difficult quests.
Yeah, it really does.
Team Kirby Clash is available for download play as well, so you can play with friends who don't have the game yet, or you can play alone with sidekicks. In addition, this title is compatible with amiibo. Tap them to give Kirby copy abilities in the game. Some amiibo will even give you character-specific abilities. For instance, tapping the Mario amiibo will give you the fire ability.
Oh
And
wow.
tapping the Link amiibo will give you the sword ability.
Fog.
In fact, if you tap any amiibo, something is sure to happen, so try it out sometime. Alongside
You know
Kirby
what's
Planet
really
Robobot
funny?
on June 10th, we're launching a new line of Kirby
The amount of
series
amiibos that they've sold
including
versus
Kirby,
the amount of
course,
Wii U's.
Meta Knight, King DDD,
I bet you the
and
amiibos have made,
irreplaceable
like-
Waddle Dee.
I wonder
When you tap
what
any
the
of these
profit
Kirby
numbers
series
are.
amiibo, Kirby will receive a copy ability, but he'll also get a costume
It'd be really
unique to
interesting to
each
see
figure.
that.
It would also,
Not to
I would go
mention,
so far as
the
to say,
Kirby
I'd
figure
bet you,
grants
like,
you
if
the
you took the
power
most
you can
popular
only get
amiibo,
in
what would
this
be the most
game
common
with
amiibo? Mario?
The
Probably.
UFO ability. Who
You could
knew
probably
Kirby
crunch the
was
numbers
such
on
a
it and
tech
find
geek?
out more Mario
Kirby
amiibos were
Planet
sold
Robobot will
than
mechanize your
Wii
gaming
U's
world on June
were
10th.
sold.
Yeah.
Meaning
Thanks
that
for
more
tuning
people
in to
buy
this Nintendo
amiibos
Direct.
than
When we
own
have
the
more to
system you can
reveal,
use them on.
we'll
And
I
yes, I know
wonder-
you can use them on 3DS,
See you next time.
but...
Mario and Yoshi probably.
So, I'm sorry, guys.
That truth hurts. Yeah.
I might even put a disclaimer on YouTube for people who are going to watch this. Like, if you are interested in 3DS news, we talk over all of it so that people can stop watching from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because, there was almost nothing in there I was interested in. We don't cover
I had a feeling there wasn't
mobile
going to be
games on the
Zelda
show.
news.
Unless there's something like, Phoenix Wright that, like, is very much for the show, like that type of thing. But otherwise, we don't cover mobile games, so how are we? And I'm just not interested in them.
excited for the Rhythm Heaven.
Of course,
Mayhem one.
if that's the only iteration we can play of it, I guess we're playing it. Because I love Rhythm Heaven.
They did just said it was for the 3DS.
That is so... And if anything, I just came away with it more cynical and more angry at Nintendo yet again. I feel so betrayed about the Wii U as a console owner of the Wii U. It just... Especially, the game exists on the Wii U. It was localized for North America, and they chose not to release it on the Wii U, localized in North America.
Yeah.
In a world where digital downloads exist, and the cost of distribution is almost zero compared to printing copies. It's not like, doing a print run is like a risk or an investment risk. Just get it out there. Let us download it.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited that it's coming to the 3DS because, like with Os Tateke Wendan, I will play handheld rhythm games and get good at them, believe it or not. But playing it on the Wii U, on the show, or
so you might
on
actually
the Wii
get
U,
to play it off show. I see.
Yeah,
so that's exciting.
won't do it.
But has nothing to do with why they couldn't do both.
Prove it. I can get good at those. Just takes work. Paper Mario is looking good though.
Yeah, at least that's coming to the Wii U.
Yeah.
That's not even... Is that even going to the 3DS at all?
I don't know if it is.
It isn't, is it? They've got Mario and Luigi Dream Team on the 3DS for their
Don't
RPGs.
think so.
It's really
It's only
odd
Wii
because
U.
when we saw the Wii U introduced, I was like, wow, this is going to be like a whole new age of cross-platform games. And I even optimistically and stupidly predicted maybe they'll do a bunch of cross-buy. You'll get both versions when you buy a version. Instead, they've leveraged the fact that 3DS will always get the first version. So when they do, in the rare cases they do put a game on both, they want you to buy both, which is just so it's so weird to see the lovable Nintendo looking like the biggest profiteers, and companies like Sony, who, I don't know, I always saw as evil when I was growing up, being the ones with all the cross-buy.
Yeah.
All the value. And you see so little value from Nintendo these days.
Honestly, Sony's been so good with cross-buy stuff and giving away free games. On the Vita, we have so many games on our Vita right now, and they're
more than you
even
can
really
play.
supporting.
They're just always throwing
Vita.
games at you. Here's some
I know.
more. Yeah, it is sad to see what Sony did with the abandoning the Vita.
Yeah, what
but
the fuck?
at least they were
It's
clear about it.
Good.
At least they were clear about it though. When the time came, they did support it quite a bit for quite a while. At least the indies did. They put a lot of indies on there, and they did give them lots of time on all their E3s to show what indies were coming.
Oh yeah.
To the Vita.
Totally.
And at least they were clear when it was time to leave it, they said, we're done. Whereas Nintendo, they'll never say that. They'll just let it die a slow, whimpering death, the Wii U I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And everybody can just always hold out hope or whatever. But yeah, okay, so at least on the bright side, the Wii U's getting Paper Mario, and it's getting Star Fox, which is still looking ugly, but okay. And at least that co-op feature's looking cool. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a nice little surprise, I suppose. And then co-pilot feature. And then all we know is that cross-platform Zelda will be sometime, they say, this year.
Yeah.
Holiday season. So we're looking at an E3 that's going to tell us all about the NX, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I told my sister actually to buy the Wii U. Well, I told her to buy a PS4, but she wasn't going to buy it. But I told her to buy a Wii U because NX is going to come out, and then she will have the older system then. She always wants the older system. But I was like, don't worry. You'll get your cheaper games soon.
So NX will...
I feel like NX news will have to come out before E3. I think it'll come out during E3.
I would predict it would come out like a week before. Like Nintendo tends to spoil their own stuff before things come. They don't care about the big like wow factor anymore.
Okay.
They'll just like peter it out slowly just ahead of E3 and then give more details at E3. But in general,
okay,
I don't
see
see
that.
them giving like a lot of details months before or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be close to E3 that they start to leak information. As far as what the NX system is, that remains the big, like, what's it going to be? Do you guys have more information? I haven't been keeping up. What's the information known at this point? Because everybody's been wondering.
Someone was in there saying that it might not even be a console.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is
okay.
A lot of people have speculated. Is it going to be a console? Is it going to be a platform? Will it be a system or not? Will it be rather a like a delivery system or like a something that facilitates Nintendo games into the future on multiple platforms? Or
It's rumored a crossover between handheld and a console.
So what you think that they're going to get rid
Can
of?
stream to other devices with the power of an Xbox?
So they think that, that's not so far out there. I did this by accident. That's not so far out there because we have gotten to a point where you can, in the power of your in your hand, maybe you can fix it.
How about I fix it later?
Yeah, sure. In your hand, like the Vita, when you look at the power of the Vita, it felt about as powerful as the Wii U is now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or sometimes it felt more
Yeah,
powerful.
that's what I was
It
gonna
looks
say.
better than the Wii U. So when you look at that, I could see Nintendo being like, from this day forward, no consoles. Mm-hmm. And if you want to play it on your TV, we've got a device where it streams right to it.
Yeah.
So they're actually like the opposite of the Wii U.
Right. That would be really interesting.
It'd be smart. I think it would be smart. Like, finally just admit that like we've always done really good at mobile and it's time to just go all mobile.
Wow, that would be so weird.
I think it would be I would be excited for it if like the rumors popped up about okay. The NX is just a controller for the Wii. A Wii U PC combo? Never, ever, ever would that happen. Nintendo
No,
is
I couldn't see
the most
that.
easy, turnkey, consumer-friendly company. They would never require you to have like any kind of complicated setup. The idea that a PC would be required is just insanity.
That's not how Anoop meant it.
No. You didn't mean it like that. Okay. I don't know how they would do the streaming to a TV. Probably a small device that you just get that like, I mean, you can see what little devices you can get these days that do that. Like Apple TVs are like $100 and they probably only cost $10 to make and you see the Vita television thing and
Right.
stuff like these devices.
Which has been discontinued
Like, oh yeah, really?
in
That's
some places.
too bad.
In Europe.
Google Chrome is just a USB dongle, and it can stream from your laptop video. So it's obvious how they'll implement it. It'll be a tiny device that plugs
Yeah.
into your TV with an HDMI port, and there you go. You got whatever you have in your hand. Yeah, I'm bullish on that prediction now. That totally makes sense. It will be...
Apparently, they called it a dedicated game system.
They called it one, so they're saying that it's not that's them saying that it's not a program. It's as in like a thing that people can like sign up to or whatever. Like,
I was thinking dedicated game system, it means that it wouldn't have all the extra things that, like, it isn't a multimedia device, so you can't...
No, it'll definitely be multimedia. There's no reason not to make it a multimedia device. That's insane not to. I think what they're saying when they say something like that is trying to dispel rumors that people said that the NX may not be a system, it may be a program where developers sign up and are on the Nintendo platform, which has games that can be played on mobile devices and PCs and anything. And I think they're trying to get rid of that idea and just tell you that it's actually a device.
Okay. I hope it is. I really hope it is, because otherwise, I don't know.
NX is a smartwatch. It's just the vitality sensor that they thought of a long time ago.
God. It would just kind of break my heart if they didn't have a physical system. And they were just doing ports.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of, I think that could be a really good idea for them. Just as long as it's got a nice screen. You gotta make that thing beautiful.
Yeah. People
are so used to beautiful screens now. Like, I mean, you guys, I know a lot of you for a long time, like 3 years ago, when I used to compare the Vita to the 3DS, we're like, it's not that bad playing on the 3DS. Do you feel the same way now that most of you probably own a phone with a beautiful fucking screen?
Yeah, like a Retina screen.
Like, who doesn't have a phone with a really nice screen these days? Do you understand now what I'm saying? Like, what it's like to look at the 3DS?
I used to be one of those people.
Yeah, Becky was one of those people. And then she started playing the Vita, and then she was like...
Holy fuck, the Vita is gorgeous. I still like my 3DS. But because
But it's
really
hard
like
to look
Nintendo
at after
games.
you look at a nice screen.
I notice a massive difference. I love my 3DS, but yeah, the screen is not great. Yeah, totally.
If a Nintendo platform came out that had the power of the Wii U, or maybe slightly better, in a handheld device, could be incredible. And they've already proved that people tend not to care how tiny the device is anymore. People will walk around with this honkin' fucking 3DS.
Yeah, and the phones that they're coming out with now are like...
It's funny, because we went the opposite direction with that. So, in a way, they could release something almost Game Gear size. Like Nintendo Wii U controller size. And a lot of people probably wouldn't mind that much.
That's too big. The gamepad size, you mean?
Yeah, maybe a little bit too big. But, I mean, some of those, the new 3DSs, the new DS or whatever it is,
I just want a good battery.
Big.
Testify. Fuck, the 3DS battery's bad.
Is it swappable?
I don't know.
Swap the battery out? Swappable battery would be nice. So you can just, like, have pre-charged batteries to quickly...
Yeah.
Well, can't you just hook up... You have a USB charger, you can hook it up to those cool little dongles we have now that are portable batteries.
Yeah.
Requiring 6 AAs. Huh. Yeah, so I guess we'll end this on, like, I mean, I am optimistic if that's where they're going to go with the NX. That could be really cool.
Yeah.
As long as, I would want it to be seamless. With multiplayer, I don't want them to go away from that, though. You know, so, like...
How would you do multiplayer with someone?
How would they in a world where they make it so that the system's on there? Can you buy controllers for everybody in the room,
or does everybody
have to have one?
Everybody would have to have it.
Well, you know, these days we've all gotten used to the idea that a controller is worth $50 fucking. Yeah. If Nintendo could release it, how much is a 3DS now? And how much is a Wii U? I don't keep up with that type of thing now that I've bought mine. $150 for the 3DS. I fucking hate that guy. And Wii U. $250. So
Thank you.
Trying to think of a price point where, like, it wouldn't be that bad to assume everyone in the room would have one. You know, as long as not everybody has to have a copy of the game. Would a $200 price point be, like, they would take a loss on that, I think, but installation base is everything, and probably that's what they've realized with this, is if they had the installation base of the 3DS for the Wii U, then everything would be solved, you know, and why split the audience?
Yeah.
We could even see a future where the other companies do this too. Probably, I would say, like decades out, though. Like a decade at least, before you see that kind of power inside.
Yeah.
Because we're always going to want bleeding edge graphics, especially with the advent of VR for our console systems. But this would really get Nintendo, who continues to be the big winner in mobile every time, despite how much I love the Vita.
Yeah.
Somehow the Vita isn't able to compete. So we continue to see Nintendo. This is what they do best. They'll just stop competing 100% with the consoles. From now on, it's a mobile system that, hey, can sometimes be on your TV.
Yeah.
And that would probably do really well for Nintendo. But wouldn't that be sad, though, for the first generation ever not to have a Nintendo box sitting underneath your TV?
I don't like it.
Right?
I don't want to be a part of that generation.
Right? That's kind of sad.
I don't want to live in that world.
Maybe they could have like a little carrying case that's like an old NES. That you just put it inside to carry around. Because that would be kind of the sad part.
You need somewhere to put your amiibos.
All right.
Apparently it was Vita's 4th year anniversary recently and Sony forgot. Which makes sense. They aren't making games for it, so why would they even do anything for it? Like,
they probably didn't forget. They probably just didn't want to twist the knife.
Yeah, yeah. But that's crazy that it's been around for 4 years.
I don't know what generation you grew up with, Lime Green Taniki.
Why would he say?
Said it's not that sad. Who wants another DVR next to their TV?
Oh.
There's a warm feeling in a Nintendo box. I'm sorry, but that's just true. A box that represents Nintendo has always been a part of my life, despite love it or hate it. It's always been a thing.
Yeah.
It's that warm feeling of like it's my Nintendo.
Yeah.
And
totally. Like you think about college too, and having the GameCube and.
Here's the big thing. This would be the ultimate marketing move, though.
I agree with you, but that's what the kids would say.
For all the things that I think it's lame when you reboot and you just call it the original name, if they release the NX, call it the Nintendo. Just call it the Nintendo. Would you not accept that after how long we've dealt with Wii and Wii U and 3DSs and DSs? Wouldn't it be nice just to call it a Nintendo again? It's just a Nintendo.
Or something.
Do you have a Nintendo? Just go back to that old days of, that was for the longest time, Nintendo was video games.
Yeah.
Do you have a Nintendo? Yeah, mine's a Genesis.
Yeah, oh my god, yes, I remember that.
I just bought the kids a new Nintendo. It's one of those PlayStation Nintendos.
Oh my god. I don't know, it depends on what the system is. If it's like something physically underneath, then yeah, Nintendo,
or call
sure.
Or at the very least, call it like Next Nintendo or the Nintendo Next. It's the next Nintendo. The next step for Nintendo, the next Nintendo.
That'd be interesting.
The Nintendo
Revolution was such a good name. Fuck.
The Nintendo 2.
Nintendo Next. Next Nintendo.
Nintendo
Next.
The Nintendo 1. The Nintendo Woo. Nintendo 2 Resurrection 720. NES 2. The Nintendo Entertainment System.
Nintendo.
Would it, like, if they came out with it and it was styled to look old and retro and shit, like kind of in a bad old design, boxy kind of, still form nice in your hands, but had like that old gray plastic and like, not as a gimmick, but as just, that's their default. Yeah. Not like a special design. Would that not get like a buzz going? Would it, I guess the thing is, would the dismay and disdain from kids outweigh the generations of people would be like, holy fuck, Nintendo's back?
I don't know, we're the ones with the money.
Yeah. We're the ones buying it for the kids.
Yeah, like you need to get the kids on board for sure. But there's a lot of people our age that are gamers.
A lot of parents would be like, no, you're getting this one, fuck off.
Yeah.
It's a Nintendo. It's the one you're getting. But I want another iPhone. You don't have a iPhone. I want another one. All right, guys.
Interesting.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.